Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Oh, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast fireball.
All right, roll for it. Welcome to Friday Night Quests. I'm your host, Jay Jones. This week we bring you part 2 of our special Halloween adventure, run by our friend, Daniel Fernandez. As a reminder, you can hear more from Daniel twice a month on the Roll to Seize podcast, where he runs a Dark Heresy campaign for myself and my co-host, Andrew Dickinger. So without further ado, let's get to the game. Previously on Friday Night Quests. The Steelport Six. Once they worked together as mercenaries, but after one friend's death and another's betrayal, the group broke apart. Now the former members gather on a mysterious island, and a tropical paradise was shattered by the arrival of a night hag and her flaming steed.
Oh, and my initiative.
Yes!
That's not bad.
Oh, boy.
23, boom!
God, that is pretty good.
That's really good.
All right, Jay, what'd you get?
My initiative is a 17.
All right.
11.
5.
All right. Well, you got your surprise round in, but
Yeah.
now that the fight has started in earnest, Ash has the drop on the situation.
I think he is higher than me.
Yeah, is there a
Yeah, no, he has 23. Yes, I don't know how to read initiative apparently.
I was like, I'm pretty sure.
No, yeah, you're right. Xerek, you are surrounded by puppies.
I sure am.
It is your initiative.
I can't do my go into rage because they're feeding off of my fucking
my
emotions.
God.
I can't rage because then the puppies will
Oh my
rage.
god, the
Jesus
barbarian
Christ.
could send all these puppies into a rage.
Oh my god. So these puppies are feeling what I'm feeling. I'm going to go into a rage and see what happens.
That's a very good idea, I think. That's an interesting idea,
They
at
all
least.
turn into like devils.
Yeah.
And what does it look like? Like, how are you pumping yourself up for the rage? How does this play?
You just hum hungry like the wolf to yourself.
Hungry like the wolf.
No, when I go into rage, my eyes flash. My eyes are yellow. They flash brilliantly. I howl, and I sort of
Wolfman it?
I wolfman. I transform into a bigger, wolfier version of myself.
All right. And you actually, now normally maybe your hair grows a little bit longer or something when you do this, but you notice today, like, you get redonkulously furry as you do this. Like, you feel more in touch with the wolf totem on this island than
But because
you
we're
have
in
in the past.
Indulgence, it's like sexy or longer. Like, it's all
It's like MTV Teen Wolf.
Like
Yes.
Pantene Pro V, like Herbal Essences is just all up in that shit.
Yeah.
All right. And when you howl,
My shirt tears off and my abs start glistening.
and when you howl, all the puppies howl at the same time
And
as
it's
well.
adorable.
And now what do you do?
Well,
Spooky Halloween adventure with puppies.
Just taking this in. Luca has thrown spears to the right. All the puppies are howling around us. It's a lot to take in.
I'm just gonna... How close am I to her?
You're close enough.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna attack her with my glaive, nicknamed Barb.
Okay.
No relation to Stranger Things, but justice for Barb. Anyway. That's a natural one, so that does not hit.
That is a miss, yes.
Yeah.
Do you kill a puppy with it?
But I have 2 attacks, so I'm gonna try again. Okay, that's better. So that's 23 to hit.
All right. So your first one goes wide. It actually you smash like all the bottles on the like
Just carves through the bar, just...
yeah, just like smashes through it, and then
Does it spray me at all? Like, do I get some glass shard?
not glass, but like booze. Just
Okay.
like you're hit with
Just
like
in my face.
just in your face. It's splashing you,
Sorry.
and the hag sort of cackles at you as you miss. But then you shut her up very quickly by smashing her in the face with the next hit. Roll your damage.
All right. 15 total damage.
Excellent. And the hag says, "You're not supposed to resist." And now, Ash, now that your pristine white robes are covered in a little bit of booze, what do you do?
Well, I wipe the booze off of my face.
Yeah.
And I look around, and it's just more or less, this is happening. So I just tighten my fists and I go into a flurry of blows. So essentially I would normally do 2 attacks, but with flurry of blows, I would normally get a bonus because I'm a monk, but flurry gives me 2. So basically I'm making 4 attacks against this hag in front of me. Just
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So the first one, that is a 22.
That'll hit.
Then a much higher. Then the last 2, a natural 20, and Jesus, 25.
You just rolled Jesus.
I just rolled Jesus.
Who?
So,
Pelor.
Pelor.
All right. Every single one of those will
all
hit,
those
and one
hit,
of them
and
is
one's
a
a
crit.
natural, and one's
Yes.
a crit. So these are with my fists.
So roll your dice 5 times.
Yeah, basically. So this is the crit is, oh wow, that's a 6 and a 5. So that one was 16 damage, and then 23
You get this many attacks, you have to do more math.
and 40.
40 damage?
So 40 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right to her chest. Oh, and since I did flurry of blows, I can do one of 3 things. I'm gonna basically try to knock her prone. With the last one, basically kind of do like a sweep the leg Johnny.
Okay.
She has to make a dex saving throw with a difficulty of 16.
She succeeds.
Damn. She's got tough footing.
Yes. You just go crazy on her, just wailing on her, and she is surprised. She's able to keep her footing after you go for a leg, but she was not expecting a fight today, it seems.
And for the listeners, my fists are magic because I'm pretty trained.
You hear a whinny from outside,
Oh God.
and the nightmare can't really get past the hag to hit Ash, but flies at full speed straight towards Xerek.
Oh boy. Protect the puppies.
We a little bit forgot about the nightmare.
I did.
Not all. I didn't forget, but we may have misprioritized.
A little bit.
You mean the fire horse?
The fucking fire horse instead of the old
Old lady who
probably
has
not very
yet to
threatening
do anything to us.
lady.
To us, sure.
The hooves against you, that's going to be 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right. You take 13 bludgeoning damage and 7 fire damage.
The bludgeoning is halved because you're raging, so that's 6 plus 7.
13 damage total.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Good thing you went first.
Yeah.
Good thing you raged, I guess.
But none of the puppies are harmed, right?
They burst into flame. All
Here's
of them.
the thing.
Uh-oh.
At this point, you can try to... the thing is stomping around all over the place.
Can't do that because that'll hurt the puppies.
So you're going to have to intercede, protect some of the puppies. You might take a little bit of extra damage as you get between the nightmare and the puppies.
Don't I have something?
Hellish Rebuke is an ability you have as a tiefling. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's a reaction.
Yeah, that would be you just attack it back. That won't protect the puppies. Though you can do that if you like, if you want to hit the nightmare with your Hellish Rebuke.
No, I mean, yes, that would be awesome, but I'll protect the puppies.
All right.
Also, trying to do fire damage to a flaming horse may
Not
be
the best idea.
tactic.
Yeah.
All right. So you see that it's about to hit some of the puppies. You block it, get between it and that. You take an additional 5 bludgeoning damage, which is halved, so it's not that much. But you take a little bit more as you protect these innocent puppies.
Didn't do anything wrong.
We don't know that, actually.
Probably didn't do anything wrong.
That's
They're
fair.
puppies.
All right. The
Says
next
the
person
murderer.
to go is going to be Katya, who has
Okay.
been observing this situation so far.
So, she's going to get out her rapier and attack the hag.
Oh, and the hag hasn't gone yet, has she?
No,
No, that's important.
Yes.
All right. Yes, you
she has
can.
not gone. So that gives me advantage.
Yes, it does give you an advantage.
And if you hit, it's a crit.
Let's hope. Okay.
I mean, you can roll again to see if you get advantage. If you get a natural 20.
Well, it won't
It
matter.
won't matter.
Yeah, that's a 26.
Yeah, that'll hit. Her skin is pretty well armored, but not that well armored.
What kind of armor does she have?
Her skin.
Oh, her
is
skin,
armored.
her flesh itself. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ew. Ugh.
Ew.
Okay.
It's not the answer I was expecting at all.
Yeah.
I don't like
So, 7 more. Plus another one.
8. So, 31? Yeah,
Okay.
31.
Well, she's not quite dead. She howls in pain. She seemed to be sort of cocky before.
Before she just got
Before she
fucking
got
ass
punched a million times in the face
Oh.
and then stabbed in the back.
Real quick, bonus action. I hide.
Okay.
Behind
Where
the
do you
puppy.
hide?
on the other side of the bar.
Okay, cool.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't know,
you
'cause-
just
yeah,
get out of
like,
her sight.
yep.
Yeah. She howls in pain. What does she do? I don't think she was expecting to take this much damage so quickly. Now, what she's going to do is she's losing control of the situation, and she's just going to strike out with her claws at Ash, who's right in front of her. I don't think that's going to hit. 12 is not going to hit you, is it?
That is not going to hit me.
All right, so she fails to hit you, and then she.
I can understand why she's a little delirious.
She's a little delirious, and then she yells, "It's time to go, darling!" And she looks at the steed as the steed sort of whinnies in response.
What?
Next person and last person to go is going to be Luca.
How far apart are the hag and the nightmare? Or as Luca knows them, the old woman and the flaming horse. Because he rolled real bad.
The flaming horse is on one side of the bar because it attacked Xerek, who's just sort of standing on the other side of the bar, wailing on her.
All right.
So they're pretty close to each other.
I'll go ahead and I'll go for the horse.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hit that horse with my hammer. 24. 24 to hit.
40 to hit.
40 to hit. I'll just make shit up. I assume 24 hits.
Oh yeah, 24 will hit.
And that is 14 damage to the horse.
Okay. Too bad you didn't hit the hag. All right.
Well, I have a second attack. That's why I'm going after the horse.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to stop this thing from doing what it's doing. And I want to be next to it too, because I know that if it gets away, I can actually chase after it with my opportunity attack.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to hit it again, and I think I'm going to use a Divine Smite.
Okay.
Just a first level Divine Smite. I don't know if this is a demon, but it might... Hey, that's the same attack roll. And for damage, it's 16 damage plus 2d8 plus 1d8 radiant plus another d8 radiant if it's a fiend, which I don't know if it is.
It is a fiend.
Okay, so 2 more of those. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wow.
25. That and those last two were radiant, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 radiant damage.
Okay, so maybe it was a good thing that you hit the nightmare because you actually, in just your 2 blows to its face, you kill it. Like you just shatter it to pieces.
Just eviscerate.
So with the second hit, I shout, "Pelor strength!" and I hit it in the face like Conan the Barbarian with radiant light.
Wow.
All right, you hear your hammer, your maul, speak to you. You've heard your maul speak to you before, but it's speaking louder now today.
All right. Coming out of its shell.
Coming out of its shell.
Oh, boy, grown up.
You only hear it in your head. Your companions do not hear it. And it just seems to saying, "A feast, a feast."
Hey, whatever I can do for you, buddy.
Oh, can I have it? Can I taste it? Can I eat it?
Yeah, knock yourself out.
Excellent.
All right.
You feel the soul of this nightmare flow into your mace.
All right, nice.
Not mace, your hammer.
My maul.
Your maul, as it...
We should clarify. It's not like a little... It's the size of my head.
And as the soul goes into your maul, because you have given the maul permission to have the soul, even if it was misleading you when you were giving it permission.
Yeah.
Your maul is now +3.
Whoa.
What? Okay.
Do you think my fists could eat any souls nearby?
Ask him.
And you have 60 temporary hit points.
Shit, son.
Jesus.
As long as you do not... You have to hold the maul. As long as you do not let go of the maul, you have 60 temporary hit points, and it has consumed the soul of this creature. And the maul is empowering you.
Cool. How am I doing on dark powers points, Daniel?
Okay, so you just got 8 dark powers points.
Oh my god. I got 1 from looking at a sailboat.
Well,
Although I guess if you stack those 2 events against each other, they're not
identical.
One
of
point for
these
looking at a
is not-
sailboat, 8 for taking a creature's soul. So I mean, I guess that makes sense.
hey, it's a demon soul. Luca's fine with this.
I played Demon Souls. Anyway, so you feel, and your companions see that now your maul is glowing with a black, intense light.
Oh,
Oh goodness.
not white light.
Oh boy.
No, and you actually And as you get these temporary hit points, you just see like your veins. You see just a little bit of darkness in your veins, but you seem buffer and more powerful now.
Hell yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, Pelor, yeah, I do.
All right. Top of the round.
Saying his name feels weird. What?
Top of the round. Now that everybody is gone, is going to be Xerek, who has another get to go. The hag is still up. It seems to be shocked that its steed is gone, though.
Just got obliterated.
Yes.
Pelor, was it, Luca? Pelor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm raging, so I don't think I'm much in the mood for conversation.
Just go for another attack.
Yeah,
baby.
I'm going to do that. 20 to hit.
That will.
Oh, great. 8 damage.
Alrighty. She is still up.
I think you get another attack.
I do.
So you're a barbarian.
That hits.
That's
Yeah, hell
gonna
yeah.
hit for sure. Slay one higher than previously.
10 damage.
All right. That will finish her off.
Nice.
So how do you finish her off?
I don't know. I had the glaive, so I just cleave her head off.
Okay, just cleave her head straight off.
Yep.
It just rolls across the ground and actually lands into the ocean.
Do the puppies start like playing with it?
They bat it out to shore on the
The
way.
puppies are playing with it. They bat it out to shore. It hits the water and it begins to dissolve into a black sort of goo, and is sort of swept out to the
I
ocean.
wanted to question her. Oh well.
You actually notice now that you sort of look out that the extreme. You never really noticed this before because you're more looking at the island. The extreme fog and mist is surrounding this island, and you can't see barely any of the ocean. The stuff that's hit by the sunlight, the immediate coast of this island, is bright and sunny and perfect and cheerful. But outside of that, there's just an impenetrable wall of mist that you can't see past.
Can I take one hand off my hammer? As long as I have one hand on my hammer, I'm
As
okay.
long as you have one hand on your hammer,
And it's
you're
like,
okay.
and I'm holding it, not
Yeah,
just like touching.
Like if
Yeah.
he's got to go to the bathroom or something.
So I'm
Like,
gonna
what's the
retrieve
situation
my
there?
javelins out
Yes.
of the corpse and sheathe them.
Yeah. All right.
Nicely done out there, guys.
Yeah, nicely done. We didn't even finish a conversation. You just threw some javelins into her.
Is Rory awake yet?
You can wake him up if you'd like.
Kick him in the ribs.
Don't do that.
Dude.
I'm like,
Not hard.
this isn't what I. Wait, did you kill her?
Yeah.
Did you kill Ravel?
Yeah.
And that horse, the fire horse. You probably know what horse we're talking about.
Oh no! I mean, thank you so much. Maybe
But also,
maybe
oh, no.
next time they come, they won't come for me. Nobody's ever stood up to them or been successful at standing up to them. I don't really want to talk about this. But
Rory,
thank you.
Rory,
Wait,
Rory,
hang on, Rory.
Don't worry. We're definitely going to talk about this right now.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You know who I think we need to talk to about this?
I don't really care what you think.
Is Flint Bacula.
Yeah. We will talk to Flint Bacula about this, but before we talk to
Bacular.
Flint
I was gonna
Bacular,
say, is he related to Scott?
Yeah,
Is that not what his last name was?
Bacular was.
I
his
feel
name.
like today was the second time I heard it ever.
listen,
You see running up to the bar is just shouting is the shirtless mayor who's like sort of like toweling off.
is his hair just like his beautiful hair flowing?
Yeah, exactly.
It's an afro.
I remember I did describe it as an afro at
It
one
can be
point.
flowing.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I mean it's wet.
Yeah, it's wet now, so it's all messed up. But anyway, so he's running up and he's like, whoa. What did you guys just do?
The best thing.
Let me break it down for you. He threw a bunch of javelins into what we can only imagine is some kind of evil old woman, then proceeded to kill a fire horse.
A nightmare.
He then cut her head off.
That was, wow, that's,
Starting to get the impression that we shouldn't have done that.
well, I mean,
What?
no, I
No,
mean,
hold on. That was definitely the correct move.
Defending
Sure.
people.
you should always do whatever you want. That's the law of indulgence. Anybody
that's
can
true.
do whatever
That
they
is
want.
true.
That's
we can't
the
do whatever we
law
want.
Hang
of
on.
indulgence?
Hang on.
Do what thou will is the whole of the law.
I support
do
that.
what thou-
I think everyone should be free to do whatever they want.
But there's nothing in there about.
I mean,
maybe
there are
not
some laws
hurting
about
other
murder
people
and stuff.
in the laws. Yeah.
Nobody, in our commune, none of us hurt each other because we're just too busy having a good time.
That's fine. Explain the fact that a hag riding a demon horse burst in here to presumably try to hurt somebody.
Well, they're not part of our community now, are they? In Indulgence, we always live our every day as if it could be our last because it very well could be.
What?
Mayor, if I can call you mayor. if you could please...
You can call me Mr. Walker, or you call me Mayor Walker. You can call me Austin if you'd like. My first name's Austin.
Oh, Austin.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Austin, can you tell us a little bit more about who these outsiders were and what their relationship is to your town? I mean, why are people coming in here and taking people for a quote-unquote sacrifice?
And why, when it happens, do people just kind of ignore it and pretend nothing's wrong?
Well, it's just a fact of life, and we like not to dwell on negative emotions.
No. People getting kidnapped regularly is not a fact of life. You can change that.
Well, it's about once per month, and we never see them again. But they just go up to the manor. That's part of the deal when we live in Indulgence. Look, we don't like to talk about it.
How did you get here?
Yeah.
My ship crashed several years ago, and I've lived on this island ever since.
Is that how everybody got here? Through shipwrecks?
I think most everybody. We don't like to pry here in Indulgence, and I believe some were shipwrecked people. I believe some
Right.
were guests of the master of the island, and we've all just sort of lived here in Indulgence peacefully.
And
enjoying-
occasionally a witch riding a fiery horse comes in and takes one of you away.
Yes,
Totally
and we've never
normal.
fought back because we knew that if we did, we'd only bring more pain upon ourselves.
How do you know that if you never did it?
Well, to be perfectly honest, none of us were really equipped to fight back against what they sent the first time. So.
I don't know. You look pretty good shape.
I know. I mean, I'm pretty good, but you've got that magic hammer that you use there, and
That's-
you all are
don't-
pretty good.
Don't talk to him about the magic
Yeah.
hammer.
I guess the hammer's off limits for everybody then. Whatever.
Austin, clearly we have a lot of questions for our friend Flint, your master. Is there a way we can make our way up to Flint's location?
Yes, there are no rules in Indulgence, and everyone is welcome, but maybe you would be more welcome not in Indulgence.
Wow. Okay, you're welcome for...
You've brought violence to this community.
We
I mean,
saved
that's
your friend's
true.
life.
There was not going to be violence. It's an agreement that we all have. Look, the path to the manor is that way, and he points towards the jungle.
Okay.
All right. Well, nice to meet you. All right, guys. I think we should probably get going. We're not...
Austin, when do you guys sleep?
Yeah, if the sun never sets.
Oh, when you get tired, you sleep, and when you're not tired, you wake up again. We don't really have set cycles.
So how do you know how many month? How do you know how often it comes, based on the month?
Well, that's why we tend to be
The
surprised.
Tides, I guess.
Yeah, that's why we were sort of surprised when it came, to be honest. We think it's about a month. We sort of lose track of time here. Time doesn't have much meaning when the sun is always shining.
A lot of seasonal defective disorder here. Is it effective or defective?
I
You
don't.
really drove to the heart of this one, Luca. You're right. Seasonal affective disorder.
That's what's going on here. Nothing else.
Look, he answered a direct question. All right, he didn't answer any of yours.
Fair enough.
All right, you guys have a good day. Do
Well-
what thou wilt.
We probably won't, but thank you.
All right, guys.
That's your own choice.
Let's make our way to this
Hang
mansion.
hang on. Before we go, I have a very important question.
Ooh, loot the body.
No.
Or I will.
What?
I'm gonna go over the body of the hag.
All right.
Sure.
You find that she has a magical bag. You just it's glowing when you look at it. So it's very clearly magical.
Mine.
Yes.
Just mine.
Yeah, mine now.
What am I going to do with the puppies?
Can we get something to eat before we go?
Well, if you want some food, I can.
oh, yes. I want an
we-
island's burger. Do you guys have pineapples? I want pineapple.
We
on
do
it.
have pineapple. Yes.
Yes.
Was it like the pineapple is the bun? Like one on one side and one on the other?
No.
No. We just serve
you
pineapple on the
slice
bun. I don't think we've
pineapple.
ever had pineapple as the. That's interesting. You'd have to talk to our chef, Alex. Alex is our chef.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just figure if we're gonna go into the jungle, we should get something to eat.
No, I mean
Now?
there's a pretty straight path up the side, but
How
yeah.
long does it take?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to keep track of time.
That's right. Why'd we even bother asking?
That's a very fair point.
Yeah, the sun doesn't move.
I know. I was just thinking though. I mean, we took the boat ride over, and
All right. Well, I guess let's eat something, and then
Something,
let's,
and then go.
let's head out.
All right, you're served delicious pineapple burgers or whatever else you're imagining.
I
The
sneak-
food in Indulgence is freaking so delicious.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes.
Hey, Xerek, what are you gonna do with all those puppies?
I didn't.
They're Rory's puppies.
I didn't really think that far? Yeah, that they
I
are.
think he can leave them where he found them.
Yeah.
They clearly like him
Just
better.
because we come into the line of sight of something, it doesn't automatically become ours. You know
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah, really.
You know that, right, Luca? Like people's armor or their life choices.
Yeah, the
or their
armor-
life, period.
You just
really.
don't get to acquire them. Next thing
Or
we'll hear
take
is
it
you've
from them.
acquired his family as well.
He's married.
Yeah.
He
You're
told him-
married? Who married you?
Xerek, if you want to take the puppies, I can back you up.
That
on
way,
that.
see, he's been avoiding it. We
Yeah,
asked
so
him.
we-
he would
Wait,
tell
wait,
us.
wait,
Luca.
Luca, who did you marry? Who was like, yes, I will do this for
This
the
is
rest
the
of my life?
conversation over the meal.
Yes.
Look, I
I'm
found
sneaking food to the puppies. As
I
we
found
Okay.
a very nice woman,
Okay.
Okay.
and she's a member of the church.
Wait, and whose church?
Of Vincent's church. Yes, guys. I went to his church, met someone,
Does
married
she
them.
know? Did she know Vincent?
Yeah.
Yeah, she knew Vincent
How?
How?
from the church,
And
guys.
she didn't ask any questions like, hey, where's Vincent
Yeah.
lately? Like,
I didn't.
wait a second. She goes to Vincent's church, right? Does that mean you live in Vincent's town?
Yeah.
Have you seen Vincent's wife?
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
explained the situation to her?
I told her Vincent was dead. Yeah.
Did you explain how he died?
I said that there was a fight, and that he died.
Wow, that's got to be. You're telling me you live in the same town that Vincent's wife
That's
lived. I mean,
kinda
have you checked
creepy.
in on her? How is
Have
she doing?
any of you? Where were any of you?
Well, I mean,
What do you do? Send her gold every once in a while? Send her a letter? Hi, how's it going? By the way, do you know your husband's dead? I know that you didn't because you just asked me if I told her. I'm the only one checking on her. Yes, guys, she's doing okay. She's alive. She's fine.
did she move on?
Not that it's any of your business, but yes, she did. She's happy.
I guess that's
So
all
you
right.
guys must be pretty close then.
Closer than I am with any of you.
Whatever, man. Look. It's good to know that she's doing all right. That she moved on. Look, good food. Thanks. By the way, chef, this was really nice.
My name's Alex.
Alex. Yeah. Sorry. Great burger, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys outside. I'm gonna start checking out the path, and I'll meet you guys out there.
I step out too.
Man, those guys are such drama queens.
I'm ignoring you. I'm feeding an adorable puppy, and I'm ignoring you.
Did you take that puppy?
Did you just take one puppy with you?
I was gonna put it back.
Do what you will be the whole of the law. You can take the puppy if you'd like.
Don't take it away from
I'm not
its
taking
friends.
a puppy to a
Take the
dangerous
puppy.
lair.
Take the puppy if you want the puppy, man. It's not a big deal.
Rory actually says, you like that puppy. Like, you can take that puppy. Rory offers it to you. Do what you want is the whole of the law. Like, you can have it.
Can I
You're
go-
an indulgence. You get whatever you'd like.
I'll come back for him. Okay. His name is Steve, and I'm proud of him.
Do you have like a Lassie moment? Like, no, you stay back there. Go away.
I think I'm having.
I hate you.
I think I'm having that, but it's clearly could not possibly care less, and it's just sniffing the path as I'm standing
You're
in
just
front of it,
yelling
like,
that to it?
go.
No, they have a
Feeds off your emotions.
they have
Oh, right.
they have a very close attachment to you.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Put it in your bag of holding.
Okay, no. Actually, like,
But don't actually.
I'm not putting a puppy in the bag of holding.
Because
You
Mike
mean in
knows
the black hole in a bag?
there's no air in a bag of holding.
Yeah, there
guys. Don't
isn't.
do that.
It's okay. All I have to, like, we're all outside getting ready to go, and I'm just going, it's okay. All I have to do is feel like that it's a good thing that I'm leaving, and then it'll be happy that I'm leaving, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
That puppy is crying.
I'm coming back for you. I'm coming. And then I just walk away.
This is so
Can't do
odd.
it.
All right. The path that you follow through the jungle is very well paved and very, very easy to climb. It seems that all of the trees are not on the path at all. Nothing seems to grow on it. It's very well maintained. As you continue to travel through the jungle, though, as you get closer to the manor, which you now see looming above you, it's giant. It's extremely decadent. It's like the architecture is amazing. It's got It's very gothic in its build. It's got buttresses. It's got just huge stained glass windows.
Whoa.
And you recognize the person on them. It's Flint. Flint has giant stained glass windows of himself. In one of them is like a giant one of himself. The other one is like a black orb. And then it's him picking up the black orb.
It's him holding it?
Yes.
It's him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Guys, I don't know about the rest of you, but I cannot wait to kick this guy's ass.
I really want to smash that window. Do you think I should smash that window?
Go ahead,
You can do what you
honestly.
want in Indulgence, right?
That's
We're
true.
not in Indulgence anymore.
And as you approach and of course, as you're getting closer, it's getting darker and darker until you realize the sun, which was shining nonstop, is now not shining at all. It's pitch black.
There's not a single cloud in the sky. What is happening?
Yeah.
Let's, for a moment, everybody, let's just take a beat here.
Yeah.
So that we're all on the same page. We came through a magical mist to an island where sun is perpetual and never stops. There's a town called Indulgence, and what I can only imagine was a witch riding a flaming horse takes people to sacrifice up to this mansion. We all know we're walking into something not great, right?
How do you mean?
God damn it. I've investigated things like this, but I'm just making sure we're all on the same level.
Investigated things like
the
this?
dark clouds should not be that surprising at this point, right? We're all on the same page. This is bad.
There are no clouds.
I mean, when I say clouds, I mean the shadow that seems to perpetuate around this building for no reason whatsoever. So,
I bet there's a reason.
yes, I'm sure there's a reason.
It's a bad reason.
I can
Honestly,
find out.
this place gives me the creeps. I just want to take my puppy and get out of here. So the sooner we see Flint, the sooner we can leave.
Right. Okay. Well, we're just don't be surprised, all right, guys? This
Right.
is not
And
good.
maybe we don't attack people out of nowhere for no reason.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Luca. Maybe we don't attack people.
I mean,
out
I
of
know I
nowhere.
did the beheading eventually. It's
Yeah.
my
What-
bad, but
What do you think Flint called us here for?
He's dying, right?
Right, but
to rub it in our faces.
know, but
Obviously,
I
he's
just
got his
don't-
face on stained glass windows.
there's a reason why he had to. There must be a reason. The reason why all four of us were on that boat and we all got the same, letter at the same time
I
to
don't
come
know.
here.
Maybe he felt bad about the whole thing.
I mean-
he's had his entire last 10 years to do whatever he wants, build a crazy island, and now he's bringing us here to release his burden or whatever
Yeah,
before he dies.
Maybe
some
he wants
selfish.
to apologize.
That'd be surprising.
would you accept?
I would.
I don't know.
Maybe he's here to give us the wish. Maybe he didn't use it yet.
He's not gonna. You don't think he used the wish? You don't think he used the wish?
No bad
What do you think?
ideas.
He pulled up to an island that just had perpetual daylight and flaming horses, just in perpetuity. Just here they are.
We've only seen one flaming horse. We don't know there's more than
Jesus.
one.
Anyways,
As you continue along the way, you see, blocking the path. You're sort of at the foot of the manor, and you see two very large double doors. They look like freaking cathedral doors.
Of course.
They're massive, and they've got all of these things hanging on them. It just looks lovely. It's a 4-story mansion going up, and you see a balcony and columns, and just this place is huge. It seems impossibly huge, to be honest. But blocking your way is a small hut. It's about a 15-foot square, and it's perched on what looks like an old huge tree stump. And it's just a little cottage. There's smoke coming out of a chimney, and you see sitting on the porch of the cottage is a woman with one eye who's rocking back and forth on a chair.
Is it the same woman that I saw?
It's the same woman that you saw.
is it the same woman I saw?
It was the same woman that you saw.
Is it the same woman I saw?
Yes.
I go up to her.
Sandra, you have to ask if it's the same woman.
I
Katya
don't
doesn't
have
care.
to.
Katya does not
Katya
care.
don't
Guys, we already met the rule of 3. We're fine.
I mean, and obviously deduction would tell you that it's probably the same woman.
We can't make assumptions.
Well, we can.
And we will.
Will.
Oh, I see you've made it.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
I met her.
Yeah,
we've already established
Yeah,
that.
Luca, we all met her.
she was the mysterious woman.
Remember earlier when I said we all met the same woman? And then here it is, the same
Okay,
woman that we all
This
met?
is us proving that.
Right.
What's this about,
Do
lady?
you have 3 identical sisters?
I'm not a hag, you know. Hags are the ones that go in covens of 3.
What are you talking about? I just meant I want to make sure that we seem to be making a lot of assumptions.
You're right. Let's confirm this.
Are you a one of 4 identical triplets?
I have many names and many faces, but no, there is none like me.
Now we can say we all met the same woman.
She gave us a lot of additional information there. You said you are a woman of many faces?
I have many names and many faces. I have been to many places and, well, all sorts of other many things. Now, you can call me Treya.
Hi, Treya. What brings you here?
Treya? It's odd that I didn't ask your name when I met you the first time.
Well, I didn't really give you much of a chance to talk.
That's true. Treya, so we've come.
Yes,
per your
I
request.
am the groundskeeper.
Oh, well, you're
this
doing a
manor.
beautiful job. I wish it was a little brighter, but yeah.
Oh,
She's
well.
not the skykeeper.
Yes.
Rude.
Good one, Luca.
It's rude. It's not her control.
You see that she's playing with a deck of cards in her hand. She's just sort of like going like this, and she says, which again, for the audience who can't see this, like
We have a deck of cards.
we have a deck of cards that she's playing with.
That an old woman we've hired to sit here and play with them.
It's super creepy.
It's very
Yeah.
terrifying. She
She's
hasn't
been
spoken this entire time.
Yeah, exactly.
She has a microphone and has chosen not to use it.
Chosen not to use it at all.
So you're here to see Master Bacalar, is that it?
Bacalar. Yes. Yes.
Flint. We usually just call him Flint.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's been so nice seeing him all of these years, keeping a close eye on him.
Right. How is he doing, by the way? We heard he was dying. Is that correct?
Oh, he'll never truly die. He'll never truly live again either.
Oh, yeah, sure. We're going to back up real quick. What do you mean by both of the things that you just said?
Have you ever heard of a vampire?
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry, a what?
La Vampire? Vampire?
Yes,
Nosferatu?
I've heard about a vampire before. I'm going to see how much.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it Arcana? Could I
It would be it'd be an Arcana or a religion check. Those will get you different things.
think
For a religion check, I got a 13.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
So I probably know just
11,
that vampires exist.
Arcana or religion?
Either.
Oh, okay.
18 religion.
18 religion?
Yeah, 14 either.
Okay. Most of you know just the pretty standard vampire stuff. Like, they're undead beings. They feast on blood. That's the only thing that can sustain them. If they enter into sunlight, they're destroyed. Or, I mean, they can be in sunlight for a couple seconds, but then they're completely destroyed. They can't cross running water. They can't go into... and this is for those of you who rolled a little bit higher, but these are pretty standard stuff that people know about vampires.
I just know the basic stuff.
Yeah. Just they can't cross running water. When the sun comes up, they need to go into their coffin, though that may not be an issue for this gentleman who is in an area where the sun never comes up.
Ooh.
And
Interesting point.
And they have incredibly powerful magical and physical abilities.
Anything additional with an 18?
Or
is that is just confirming those things?
That's just confirming all those things. The 18, you know that while many people seek vampirism as a means to extend their lives, it's not necessarily a good life. It's hard to feel joy anymore once you are a vampire.
That's why they needed the sacrifice.
The what?
The sacrifice. That's why the hags come down and get the people.
You think Flint is eating people?
Yeah, what? They
hang
never
on.
see him again.
Hang
That's
on.
what the mayor said.
Let's clarify. You asked if we knew what vampires were. Is Flint a vampire?
Yes, he is.
Okay, let's proceed.
So Flint's abducting people from an island of pleasure and draining their blood.
Well, it's kind of... I see it as more of like a trap. He lets them come and live here and enjoy all of these
But is
indulgences.
it a trap? They
as-
know
as
the
the other. They don't know what's going to happen.
We could just
but
ask
they know
him.
the price. That's true. We could do that.
They don't necessarily know the price. We don't know that.
I must warn you, Flint is much more powerful than the man that you once knew. He is very little left of the man that you once knew, but at the same time, well, he's exactly the man you once knew. You'll see. You'll see.
What? What?
But if you were to see him, to battle him would be difficult.
Well, we didn't come here. I mean, look, I'm not going to lie. I probably was going to slap him around a little bit, but I don't think anybody of us...
As long as the Dark Lord of this island exists, you will never be able to escape.
To confirm, the Dark Lord...
What do you mean, escape?
...is Flint, right?
Oh, yes, he is the Dark Lord in this domain of dread.
And we cannot leave while he lives?
Domain of Dread. Spooky.
Yes.
Wait, what's it? Hold on.
Luca,
What's
are you taking notes?
I've got a lot of questions here. What is the domain of dread?
Everyone roll a religion check, but this is a very difficult roll. You probably will not succeed.
Yeah, only 14 on me.
I got a 22 in religion.
I got a 20.
Likewise with the 20.
I'm sorry, 18.
Okay. 22. You've heard rumors of this. It's only the most whispered of things, and you think that it's mostly just something to scare children. Domains of dread are terrible places that are created to punish the greatest evildoers. It's a land where they have control, but it's also a prison that they can never escape.
Wait, lady. I've done some research. Domains of dread they're metaphors. They're at the end of a story. They're not anything real.
This might be the end of your story.
Okay, all right.
That was a good burn.
That was a good line. But listen, we just want to talk to our old comrade.
Oh, you can't even say it.
Acquaintance.
And we just want to get off this island. Look, we came here because he asked. Honestly, I wanted to see, just out of curiosity, what a person like that does for 10 years. But after that, we're going to be on our way.
I warn you, meeting him as you are now, you will be destroyed.
Now,
you
put kind of a qualifier in there. How would we be able to meet him and not be destroyed? Just out of curiosity.
The answers are in the cards. And she lifts up the deck of cards, and then she actually waves her hands, and the cards now are all dancing in the air. You see that they all have pictures on them. You recognize this as a Terratoka deck, which is a D&D version of a tarot deck. Terratoka deck. They all have different pictures and images and titles on all of them. You know that they're used by fortune tellers.
Are you Vishtani?
Yes.
This tracks. This definitely tracks. Do you know Riker?
Oh, yes, I know Riker.
Okay.
Who is Riker to
Riker.
you?
Oh, he is nothing. He does not. I am so far beyond just being a Vistani.
So Ash has his right hand behind his back, kind of fingering. He has these small kind of throwing knives that people would think of as like throwing stars in the shape of like a moon crescent, and he's just fingering them lightly, just nervous a bit.
Okay. Would you care for a reading?
I place my hand on Ash's shoulder and just kind of nod.
Anyone else?
Oh, I'll go for it.
All right.
I mean, yeah, sure.
All right. We'll have a reading for your whole group then.
Come on, Ash. Everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
All right.
You said you wanted one on the boat, remember?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
did say that.
Not
brings-
like this.
She brings the cards together and starts to deal them out. All right. We have the rogue and the traitor.
Oh.
The paladin and the dictator. The monk
Okay.
and the broken one.
I see what she's at. Here. I see what's happening.
And the berserker
Ah, okay.
and the beast. And above it all is the Dark Lord. Well, let me tell you what this means. Your rogue is a traitor. She's killed those who once trusted her. Your paladin is a dictator.
Yeah, we know he's an asshole.
He believes what he does is right, but he brings evil. Your monk has a broken one, a darkness creeping inside of him.
No. That's not the case,
And
lady.
it is beginning to awaken. And speaking of awakening, your berserker has a beast barely contained within. The beast that has defined his entire history. And above it all is the Dark Lord. Now, as I see this, I also see where you can discover the source of your greatest power. For you see, there is a temple on this island, the edge of the jungle in the perpetual sunlight, the Amber Temple. And if you go there, you will be given the power that you need to defeat your enemies. Or you can simply try to meet Flint now. I don't recommend it.
The Amber Temple.
The truth of everything that you have ever wanted to know. Your destinies, the truth of your past and your future. It all lies there in the temple. I suggest you check it out.
I'm going to roll insight to
Okay.
see if
I'm
anything she's saying is complete bullshit.
I'm going to do that too.
Wow, one shy of a crit.
13.
Plus a lot, so that's 27 insight.
She's telling the truth that this place exists, but you can tell that she is hoping very much that you go to this, but there's probably something there that isn't quite what you'll expect. There's some sort of secret there, some sort of darkness, something evil. This woman, by the way, is very evil. She just, looking into her eyes, like she is...
I can read it off of her.
Looking into her eye, like you could just read off of her that this is a monumental force of evil. As you're just sort of looking at her, like it's terrible. Like,
Should I be like recognizing this with my insight, and whether I guess in this moment, and whether this counts towards dark powers or not, I will flash my eldritch sight to see to try to see the truth in things. So it's detect magic on her.
Okay.
Is she radiating magic?
all right, add 2 dark power points
To my already existing.
to your already existing one.
So I have a total of 3 dark power
Yes.
points.
You are almost blinded, but you wouldn't really be blinded because it was more of a darkness. Like she's just a black hole.
So it's like an emptiness, kind
An
of.
emptiness. And as you look at her, and as you do that, it seems that she realizes that
I see her as
and
well.
she looks straight at you and smiles her gross, toothy smile.
So instinctually,
Yeah.
I pull 2 of these throwing stars from my back,
Yeah.
and kind of grip them. I'm gripping them so tightly that blood is pooling out of my right hand.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to basically throw them at her.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of frozen, just staring at this. Just
Here's
black
the
hole.
other thing that you notice. The darkness actually seems to be coming even greater from behind her. In the hut, beneath the floorboards of the hut is like a pool of darkness underneath the floor of this hut.
Radiating even worse than her.
Even worse than her, yes.
Wow.
So, I'll let you be on your way. Any questions?
Why are you out here in this hut?
Oh, I'm merely a servant of Master Backlar. I've been keeping an eye on him ever since he came into his new fortune.
Are you his warden?
One might say that, yes.
Did you come from the orb?
Oh, no. The other way around.
Huddle.
And she says, I'll leave you to your talk. And she gets up, turns around, walks into the hut, and shuts the door.
I have a feeling we'll never be able to get in there unless she wants us to.
It doesn't seem to be locked.
Yeah, but I still have
Yeah.
that feeling.
She's
And I'm just gonna. This is a question for Daniel.
Yeah.
Just to remind us, I believe the Amber Temple. That sounds very familiar.
The Amber Temple is
That
the
was-
name of the place where you first got the orb of darkness that started all of this 10 years ago.
So she's basically telling us this temple is on this island, which we know is not true.
Yes.
But maybe it is?
An Amber Temple's on this island. May not be the same one. It might be a recreation. Man certainly got money and means.
Why though? Why?
Look at those stained glass windows. He celebrates that day. Is that hard of a reach? Maybe he needed to put something else there.
I need you all to listen very closely. There is something horribly wrong with that woman.
You think?
No. I don't mean unsettling. She's creepy. She knows weird fortunes. In the last 10 years, I have been looking into things, and...
You keep saying that. What does that mean?
Look, you know how things were pretty bad for me years ago? They're better now. They're better now, yeah. But, like, I've been looking into why that was, and... Look, she has some really crazy stuff going on. From what I could see, I don't know what she is, but she's not a person or who she appears to be, and there's something in that cottage or whatever she would call her domicile, her home, whatever you'd call that thing.
She's not a hag. She said she's not a hag anyway.
And she would have no reason to lie to us. Obviously.
I can tell you, when I looked into her eyes, there was something really, really bad behind them.
You would know about bad things beyond the eyes, wouldn't you, broken one?
Look,
pot, kettle.
She's clearly stirring the nest, okay? That's whatever this thing does. It makes up things, it creates destruction and chaos and things. I can only assume. Unless, of course, you're a dictator now, right? Have you been carrying some kind of darkness with you, Luca?
Perhaps she's just preying on our perceptions of each other.
You sure about that? Luca?
Fairly sure our perception of you is pretty accurate.
Well, then you saw what you wanted to see.
And Katya hasn't killed anybody. She's a blacksmith. She hasn't been working. This is all meant to distract, to disrupt. It's not real.
Then what's the point of it all?
I've been working really hard to keep the straight and narrow.
You're not the only one.
Right.
And part of that involves forgiveness and also coming clean.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's fine. We're all honest with each other. It's been a while, so look.
Well, no, she's right, and I believe that she must be right about all of us.
No. She's messing with us. The card trick. That's all. Flint has brought us here to put the last nail in the coffin of whatever he thought he deserved even more of years ago. He's a selfish bastard. Is what he is.
Doesn't need to get in his coffin anymore. Sun doesn't set here.
All of the cards are still on the table.
Oh, they're still out in front of us?
Yes, they're still out just in front of you. Also, in the real life, they're out in front of you.
Yeah.
We'll post pictures.
People can see these online.
I pick my cards up and examine them.
Like this kind of stuff, this monk broken one crap, this isn't real. This is to mess with us. Flint, a vampire, obviously, look, he's bored. He can't leave his beautiful mansion, so he's bored with messing with the locals, so he invites us here.
You're willing to believe that this man is... You're thinking he's not a vampire?
Oh, sure, he's a vampire, right? I mean, I don't give a shit what he is now. I want to get off this island.
She said the only way to do that is to go to the temple and get some power-ups.
Yeah, and he also threw this kind of stuff. Look, you didn't see what I saw, okay? She is not... She might have been honest about a few things, but she's not on... This is bullshit, okay?
Katya says that she's telling the truth.
What does that even mean? What do you mean she's telling the truth?
Well, I can only speak for myself.
About what?
About my cards.
What do you mean? It says rogue and traitor. We've been talking. We've corresponded. You said things have been going well.
Well, they have been lately, the last couple years. But, after we all split up, I still continued on doing my previous line of work.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you were always good at it. I don't think any of us had any breaking into a few places. And
if you're good at something, never do it for free, right?
Look, hey.
Well, you guys remember Etheria?
Sure.
Yeah, she...
Nice girl, got us jobs.
Gave us,
Yeah.
refuge a couple times.
Good person.
So
Hot as hell.
I took this job, and they told me that she was, drunk with power.
Etheria.
Yeah. And that she was using it. to.
But like you checked your sources and stuff like that, right? I mean,
I can't see Etheria drunk with power.
Well, I
It's
mean,
not
just,
hard to see someone drunk with power, guys.
right? I guess with the whole everything that happened before, my perception of like what people were capable of
All right.
was.
is it because
was
he
shifted.
killed one of our friends with a fucking mace that he just carries around with him at all times?
It's called a maul, man. Educate
Yeah, whatever.
yourself.
It's a giant piece of murder weapon, is what it is.
Yeah.
I was assigned to take her out.
You didn't.
No. You didn't. But you didn't take that job.
Yeah.
I did take that job, and I learned after the fact that they were using me as a pawn.
Oh my god.
I have gone to her family, and I told them about it. I confessed.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
Well, I mean, what were your cards?
Look, okay. You get 1 out of 4, right? You're pulling these things out of a deck. You're throwing them on the ground. It's a 1 out of 4 chance, okay?
I'm just saying that if I'm honest with all of us here, we're in this situation. If what she says is true, if going by my own cards, if that's true, I would have reason to believe that the rest of your guys' are also true.
Well, Ash can settle this right here.
Okay, married man.
Mine is not true. This isn't whatever this means. I mean, broken? I mean, yeah, look. I
You,
had a tough
you
time.
hear a cackle coming from inside the hut.
All right, you know what? And I just walk up to the door and I just kick in the front door.
Okay.
They're predictions not of your past, but also your future.
Is she
you
sitting
see.
in the hut?
Yeah, she's just sitting
So
in the
I
hut.
go up with my right hand and just grab her by the throat and raise her into the air.
What, Ash?
And just kind of like just face to face with her, just kind of yelling, "Shut up!"
She just smiles her toothy grin at you. Sure, I'll be quiet. But you can still hear it. You can hear it inside of you, can't you? You can hear the creeping, crawling chaos. The hole that exists at the heart of you, waiting to come out. Take the power. Take it.
I'm going to slam my hand on the back of Ash's neck. Not enough to grab, not choking you, but just like a hard hand on the back of your neck. Mm-hmm. Put her down.
So I kind of flash out of it for a moment, and I slowly drop her to the ground and release my hand. I kind of look at my hands, and in shock,
10 steps back.
I walk out of the cottage and kind of and I quickly push past Luca and like kind of aggressively knock you out of the way a bit and move out of the cottage.
While I'm in here, I'm going to cast Divine Smite. Divine Sense.
Divine Smite.
He's gonna fucking murder her.
All of my abilities.
Now that he's gone, murder.
A lot of my abilities have Divine at the front of them. It's a little confusing. Divine Sense, and I just want to see if she's... The only 3 options I have are Celestial, Fiend, and Undead. Oh, also I can detect if things in the area are consecrated or desecrated, including items or locations.
She is a fiend, but also something more. But the thing that you notice more is that there is something desecrated, something dark and foreboding buried underneath this hut.
Do I see maybe a perception check? Do I see like a hatch or anything?
Make a perception check.
16.
Right. You see that the floorboards are actually sort of loose, and that you see just that it's black underneath the floorboards. But now that you're looking at it, you see that the blackness is not just like an absence of light, like it seems like there's a physical shadowed darkness. Also, as you're looking around, another thing that seems weird, you see that everything in this hut is nailed down. All the objects in this hut are nailed down. It doesn't look like anything's loose.
Getting the Wiggins a bit in here. Yeah. How's she respond to me just standing in her house?
She's just smiling.
That's not
Listen, it's in your hands. You've already embraced it. You can unlock its true power at the temple. And then you hear the hammer just yes. The temple is the key. The temple will give us the power we need to strike down our enemies.
I step out of the hut.
Yes.
Guys, I don't have any driving need to see him right now. Let's check out this temple situation. Make sure we're not being played. If it's just a reconstruction, it's fine.
Fine.
Maybe that's where the hags come from. Maybe we can make sure that people are safe.
Fine.
Yeah.
Whatever
yeah.
you say, dictator.
Yeah, that's right. I'm calling the shots. Hey, Treya, which way to the temple?
You want to go there now?
Yeah.
Excellent. She snaps her finger and you find yourself somewhere else.
Ooh, spooky.
Thanks for listening to this week's adventure. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. The Steelport Six will return next Friday for part 3 of our All Ravens Eve adventure. In the meantime, you can follow Daniel on Twitter at LOTR_Dan. You can also follow the rest of our players. Jeffrey Gardner is at Jeff A+, Sandra Frame is at Miss O'Lean, and Mike Christensen is at Super Geek Mike. Photos and character art can be found in the show notes on partialarc.com. And while you're there, why not check out some of our other podcasts, including Because Comics, where Mike Christensen and I talk about the weird and wacky stories of comic books. If you have any questions about the show, you can email us at FridayNightQuests@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all under the handle Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.